So here we are in the strategy card game Hearthstone, which is currently in open beta. It's a game by Blizzard, and you can get it if you just download Battle.net. You can download Hearthstone and have a go, so everyone can play. It's a game sort of like Magic the Gathering, but a bit different. So yeah, I've played a little bit. I have a vague idea of how to play, and generally most people agree that the arena is the most interesting. So we'll have a quick go at the arena mode. I have a bit of gold. You have to earn this, which takes a long time. See, 150. I'm not very good, so I tend to lose a lot of money each time I go to the arena. We'll play Mage because I think it's generally the easiest to play. So your hero actually acts in this card game. So you get an action. In her case, fire a fireball, and you get your own class specific cards. So these are our high cost cards, and I think generally having Pyroblast is an essential for a mage. Then we've got Water Elemental, which is decent. Nightblade, which isn't quite so good. Generally damage to a hero isn't considered the best. Mirror Entity can be quite a handy trap, sort of late game, but maybe we'll just go for a creature for now. Okay, so we don't know if we're going to have many secrets, so I don't know if this person's going to be much good. Though 4/3 for 3 doesn't seem bad, I guess. Give another minion +1 attack, that might be useful. It's quite cheap. A side attack does 2 damage to random enemy. This might be good if we had something to defend it, but I don't think we will. So let's go for this mage. Keep it interesting, because you get cards which you don't actually have, and don't actually have a Kirin, Tor, Mage, whereas I do have the other one. So we've got Silverhand Knight, Stormpike Commander, and Chillwind Yeti. I think all of these are fairly good medium-sized things, but I think most people think the Chillwind Yeti is more efficient, so we'll go with him. Okay, Loot Horde is pretty good for drawing a card. Frostwolf Warlord, he's okay if we had lots of guys. So a 2 which lets us draw 1 card, or a 3 which lets us draw 2 cards. I think we're going to go with the Loot Hoarder for now, because I think that'll be quite common. Okay, we have no weapon as a mage. Some characters have weapons, but we won't have any, so Spiteful Smith will be absolutely ineffective for us. Which leaves us with a choice between a 0/4 taunt or a 2/2 taunt. Both of these are rubbish, but I guess one which actually does some damage is probably better than nothing. Okay, Direwolf Alpha's alright. Silverhand Knight. Might as well get some taunt. We can hide behind it and hopefully cast our spells from behind its defense. This is our mana curve. We sort of want it to go up and then down, sort of a Gaussian shape, maybe a bit more of a trailing off. So Frost Elemental, 6 for 5/5. That's rubbish. Ironforge Rifleman, Battlecry deals 1 damage. Sometimes this can be okay, but I think the Flesh Eating Ghoul is better. We'll probably lose a lot of minions. Okay, restores 3 health, 3 for 3/3, not that fantastic. 1/1 creatures are just generally pointless, so we'll finally get the drawing. Always need some card draw. Okay, so now we've got a Mana Addict. Whenever you cast a spell, gain +2 attack this turn. That's alright actually. Or we could summon a 1/1 Apprentice each time we cast a spell. Hopefully we'll be casting lots of spells, so this might be good just to keep our creature count up. But we haven't got many low cost creatures yet, so it's hard to say for sure. 5 defense is pretty decent though. We can give it a go. And these cards I'm not really familiar with. I don't know how well this is going to go. So I think the Stranglethorn Tiger and the Gnomish Inventor are both reasonably good. He does a fair amount of damage, but this one will let us draw another card. I think we'll go for the drawing a card at the moment. Okay. Other minions have +1 attack. Summon a 2/1, all other Murlocs have +1 attack. No point generally getting Murlocs unless you have lots of Murlocs available. So in Arena where you get a random selection of cards, he's not that good. So we're just going to get the Dragonling mechanic. I wouldn't say he's that good, but you know, he can do some damage. We need some creatures. Finally we get a choice to get some spells. Deal 3 damage to a creature, freeze a character. If it was frozen, deal 4 damage instead. I think we're going to do the 3 damage because we can't guarantee we're going to freeze anything, because we've only got one creature which freezes things at the moment. So we'll get that for now. Although we just got another one which could freeze one. The error of my ways. I think... Whew, we could go for the Stranglethorn Tiger this time. We could get the stealth. Or we could try and delay them more with the Water Elemental. I think out of the two, it might be good to get stealth this time. Yeah, why not? Okay. So we've got card draw, optional card draw. Or we can, whenever you cast a spell, gain 1 attack. That might be good. We have a bit of a shortage of spells though at the moment. Still got 16 cards to go. It's a hard choice. It's a 1-3 for 1, which is pretty decent. So let's just go with him. So we get card draw, or taunt. This guy's not that good. Drawing a card, 2 for 1-1 is okay to draw a card. But the thing is that Loot Hoarder is a 2-1, which essentially guarantees that you draw a card as well. I mean, there are ways he might not draw a card, but I don't think it's worth the difference. So I think Arcane Intellect it is. Okay, Polymorph is like an absolutely essential card for Mage, so we're definitely going to bring that. Raging Worgen can be pretty good, but oh well. Okay, another creature. Could freeze a character with Frost Elemental. Pricey again. Jungle Panther is okay, 4-2. I think we're going to have to go with the freezing one, even though he's not that good. How many creatures do we have which cost 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, probably that's not worth it because we already have plenty of 4s. How many creatures do we have which cost 3? 1, 2, just 2. But he's not that good. 4-2 stealth. I guess he can always do his 4 because stealth means that he can't be targeted. But yeah, 6 for 5-5 is not a very efficient card, in my opinion. Because like a Jungle Panther with a Fireball could kill that. Only costs 5. Yeah, we'll go with the Jungle Panther. Okay. Flame Strike is pretty amazing. Deal 4 damage to all enemy minions. Kind of Cold would be good as well, but we just need some spells. Okay. Other pirates have +1/+1. South Sea Captain is only good if you have other pirates. So like the Murlocs, not great in Arena. Ice Block. When your hero takes fatal damage, prevent it and become immune this turn. That's okay. But it only really buys us like some time if we're about to lose the game. So maybe Faceless Manipulator might let us steal a good creature for 5. Probably quite good. So out of these, Ironbeak Owl is a 2-1 with a silence, which isn't bad. But then Mad Bomb and Fairy Dragon are both quite good. I don't really like things which have random number generation in them because you can just be incredibly unlucky. So I think we'll just go with the Fairy Dragon. Alright, here we go. We got Chillwind Yeti again, or a Mana Worm. We have a few spells now, so we might risk the Mana Worm. Or did we get the Mana Worm last time? Oh, we did get it. Tricky. Chillwind Yeti is quite strong. I quite like to have him along. We'll get another Chillwind Yeti, I think. Okay, a chance for another spell though, so maybe we shouldn't have. We can go for the 4 damage to all enemy minions again. I think there's a lot of the spells for the mana which I'm choosing are expensive, so the Mana Worm won't actually be around by the time we get to them. So it's more like a distraction. They'll expect me to pass loads of spells which I won't have. Another Flame Strike. He's not that good. She's alright, but I think 4-4 for 4 is okay. And give a minion +2 attack might situationally be handy. As soon as your heroes attack, gain 3 armor. That's not too bad. 4/3/3 Divine Shield. That's not too bad either. We've got 3 2/2s, which is alright. Maybe we could do with one more thing which costs 2. We could probably survive to get something which costs 3. Give us a bit of life, basically. It's a difficult choice. We might need a medium-sized creature just to bulk out our survivability in the early game. Maybe we'll bring the creature just to be safe. Might regret that. Okay, so we can freeze them. We can freeze a minion and deal 1 damage to ones next to it. We'll probably go with the one which does 1 damage to the enemies next to it. We should probably have some spell damage. But we only have one Pyroblast. Most of the other things aren't that damaging. So at the moment, I think some more spells. Tauren Warrior, Enrage +3 attack. That's alright. We can deal 1 damage to him with our spell, so he'd be okay. Our spells cost 1 less. That can be pretty good. So maybe we'll get her. Because we have some expensive spells. We'll get them a turn earlier if she's out. So that'll be quite handy. Okay, so this is quite random. But at least it definitely hits the enemy. I think this one's useless because we won't have a weapon. 3/3 taunt for 3 is not amazing, although I think we are extremely lacking in taunt at the moment. So we might have to get him. We could just rely on killing everything which comes out. But I think a taunt is basically a necessity. Taunt are creatures which the enemy have to fight. So here we go. We can have a Sea Giant, a Blood Knight, or a Doomsayer. I have used Doomsayer quite well in the past, but we have quite a few creatures, so I don't know if it's going to be a good idea. So I think Sea Giant, just so we have something huge available in an emergency. So what now? Knife Juggler's not bad. We didn't get any secrets. We could give 2 minions spell damage though. Deal damage with 1 might be handy. +2 spell damage essentially. And a 2/5 for 4. It's okay. Cost 4. We have a lot of cost 4 creatures though. Yeah. Could go for Knife Juggler. He could be quite irritating. But the spell damage, ooh. It's our last choice. How many spells do we have which deal damage? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 spells. So 1 in 6 cards I have might benefit from that. So I might only get it like, 2 or 3 times a game. This is probably going to be more generally handy. This deck is not very good. I have had better luck in terms of the arena cards available before, but we'll give it a go. Mana Curve's sort of okay. Let's see what we're up against. So you play against some human opponents who also made a random deck from random cards. Mage is maybe a better one for constructed play, where you can choose all the cards you want. You always play against a worthy opponent, just in case you're wondering. So Priest has the ability to heal his own cards and himself. Does 2 healing. This only does 1 damage, so we're not going to be able to pound him away. So I can replace cards, and I'll probably replace all 3 of these. I didn't get any secrets in the end, did I? So there was no point bringing him, but mistakes are made. Oh my god, this game is not going to go well. I have 1 card I can play and 2 which I'm basically never going to play. Well, I guess he might come down if the other guy manages to get out loads of minions against me, which is always a possibility. He's still picking his cards. He's going second, so it means he gets an extra card, and he also gets the coin, which allows him to gain 1 mana temporarily. So the way the system's cost is, you see this value on the top left in the crystal. That's the number of mana crystals it costs to cast it, and you gain 1 per turn. So you've got a fixed ramping up of mana in this game. So I have a terrible draw here. 3 cards I'm not going to be able to play for 6 or maybe even 10 turns. Or 9 turns. 9 more turns. So I ended my turn right away. Okay, we can at least play something at the moment, and I guess we should. If we can get enough out, then we can get the Sea Giant out, if he puts some creatures out as well. Though priests have a card which is Shadow Word Death, which allows him to destroy any card with a strength higher than 5, I think, or something like that. So he just kills instantly. Okay, so I can put out my Flesh-Eating Ghoul, kill that guy, and this guy will gain 1 attack. So that's what we'll do, I think. We'll gain 2 attack, because my one will die as well. It's not too bad. Decent start. Then hopefully I can get out this guy to protect him, but he could kill this guy this turn. Potentially. Depending on what he has in his hand. Obviously I could have kept 3 on the field and he'd have only cost 7. But it's best not to let your opponent build up cards on the field or you'll lose, especially as a mage. Though I guess I do have flame strikes. Always gone for the getting mana right away to put down something strong. He's going to put down... Ah, he's going to copy my minion. Won't it be weaker than my one? But maybe it won't. What? Okay, I don't really understand that. Oh, from my deck. Oh, wow. That's amazing. That's pretty problematic, so there's not much I can do about him. I guess I'll put down my taunt, and he'll have to kill my taunt first, if I'm lucky. Yeah, that's not ideal. I did draw a knife juggler though, so at least I can use that. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. Oh, I didn't hit the guy. We're doomed. I was hoping it would hit him just to like make it so he had to use him slightly differently. So could have killed him maybe with the knife juggler if he kills him and him, but now it's all gone wrong. So you see this bracket around him means he has taunt, which means you have to kill him before you're allowed to attack the enemy hero. Otherwise you can just attack straight past the enemy's creatures on the field, essentially. Or minions as they're called in this. I often use Magic the Gathering terminology. It can't be helped. Oh, what's he going to do here? Deal 2 damage. Ah, alas. Well, I guess my knife juggler's still out at least. But he's done quite well there. I can congratulate him with the little emotes. And he still has enough mana to heal himself. Wow. This is going to turn into a problem. I can get another taunt out. Might as well. My last taunt. I have very little late game available to me, so I really need to get going here. Of course, he's gradually building up a card advantage at the moment. I'll be able to kill a few minions with these flame strikes, but after that, we're going to be stuffed. I might have to use these quite liberally. I have drawn a bad hand. So you get 3 losses in the arena, and I suspect this might be a straight 3 loss. It's interesting you can see what they hover over. You could kill one of these with Shadow Word Pain, which is another priest spell which kills things with 3 or less health, or strength, or like attack, whatever you call that. Or a Chillwind Yeti. That's pretty tough. We can charge right past him though. So what we can do at the moment, we can't cast any of these guys, unfortunately. We're just a tiny bit short of being able to cast it. All we can do is put this guy down. And then we can hit him with a spell, so that at least he dies if he kills my my beast. And that, my friends, is that. Can't believe we've drawn such high cost cards so early on. It really is quite bad. I'll be able to play my Sea Giant if I happen to survive, which seems, you know, extremely unlikely. Chillwind Yeti is a very efficient card. Just happens to have like you know, an ideal amount of strength and health. Well, obviously it could have more damage and more health, but for the cost it's pretty good. There could be better cards. I mean, I haven't seen many of the rare cards. I mean, it is a basic card. You see quite a lot. Ooh, that was well played. Oh well, that's that. So what can I do here? I could Flame Strike, which would be completely over the top. But I could just put down my Water Elemental. I think we'll do that. He might be able to do something. At least slow the guy down. And we're gradually working our way towards having our Sea Giant, which he can just kill instantly with his Shadow Word Death, but we're pretty much playing what we can play. And that's all you can do in a card game. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. And drawing these Flame Strikes of the Sea Giant at the start was not good. I didn't think my mana curve was that bad, but maybe it was. I'm sure you can tell. You can tell me if you go back and take a look. So here we go. Enzym 94 is just like crushing me. Ah dear, priests. So what's it going to be? Some hellish beast, no doubt. He can also steal my creatures with mind control, which is an incredibly annoying card. So he could probably just steal this off me, turn around and kill me. 2 flame strikes would kill it, but obviously that would be intensely expensive. He'd have done 8 damage by then at least, at the minimum. Pretty much going to have to attack him, so it's a pretty good play by him. What are my alternatives? My Sea Giant I can put down for 8 now. It might be worth it. At least it's safe from his mind control for a turn or 2. Yeah, I think that's probably worth it. Put down my Sea Giant. Soften up his taunt. Prevent it from making a move. We can always Flame Strike it next turn if necessary. God. So we put out our biggest creature. He'll be like, oh, I have to kill this now. But he could probably kill it for just 5 mana with Shadow Word Death, which is exactly what he's going to do. Or 3 mana. Wow, it's more efficient than I remember. But pretty much we did what we could. What can we do here? We can do a Flame Strike to deal 4 damage. And then we'll have to lose our Water Elemental to kill the Berserker. But I think we have to do that. We can put out our Fairy Dragon. That's all we have left. Oh dear, we definitely lost this game. Sadly, I don't think he's going to be able to deal damage. I was hoping to be able to use the Sea Giant if he'd happened not to have got a Shadow Word Death in his arena draw, and just slowly pound him down, defend with the Flame Strikes, whatever he put out. But he handled it quite well. I don't have much to tempt him out early, unfortunately. Quite often I find with things like which instant kill cards like Assassinate or Shadow Word Death, it can be handy to just draw. Oh dear, not one of them. I feel another Flame Strike coming on. It's our only hope. And then we can just fireball the last guy and attack him again. We're slowly getting his cards down, but unfortunately we haven't got much. I don't know if we can give him the +2/+2 actually, because he can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. Is that a spell? A battle cry? I hope not. Gain. Whoa, he's got a legendary as well. This guy is pretty lucky. Well, that's a problem. All we can do is Pyroblast him. That's annoying. I was hoping to use that to try and defeat the priest. But that's that. That plan is completely stuffed. Yeah, I think he's won this. I'm running out of options. Didn't concentrate enough on the late game, I suppose. Oh, he has a charge as well. Damn. So because he had Divine Shield, which was that bubble, he could take that. Look, he did exactly what I was going to do there. That's quite funny. So what can we do here? We can just put out all of our creatures. Stealth. Apprentice. We can give the Apprentice +2 damage, I suppose. But none of them can do anything. So he's got the advantage. Only for that turn as well, so there's pretty much no point. But might as well. God, he's got so many more cards. We are dead. We did our best, but he just had too much. So what's our best chance of surviving? We'll have to see what we draw. Whenever you cast a spell, summon a 1/1. That's alright. We can use this to kill his Iron Dwarf. Not much we can do about this guy. Our Apprentice can take quite a few hits. I think ideally though, if we hit him, we'll get him down to 2. Because his health, it says his attack is equal to his health, so if we bring his health down to 2, then yeah, then he can't kill us instantly. Pretty much had to do that, I think. He has 1, but we can drag it out. Oh, that's a pretty efficient card as well. Oh dear. Oh, we got rid of 2 of his cards there. It's pretty decent. All we can do is put down our next guy and drop a fireball on his light spawn to bring its health down a little bit more. But he just heal up to 5 next turn, so he's gradually going to wear us down. You can heal it to keep it high, yeah. It's pretty effective. I mean, there's a lot of cards which can basically eliminate its threat completely. But in this case, oh yeah, that's always a good combo. All I need is like a silence now though, and he would just be dead. What's he doing here? You can either try and kill me as quickly as possible, or you can strike it. Oh, he's going for the kill. And that's a good move, I think. I think he's got me. Yeah, there's not much I can do. If I do 4, that brings him down to doing 6 damage, but we can do 8 next turn, so he's won. So I can just concede. Oh well. Our first game is already a defeat. Well done, Enzym 94. We're just obviously my deck's just awful. Hopefully we'll do better in the next round. We'll go straight in. Might as well go through all of them in one go. You can play them whenever you want though, you can come back next day and do it. However you want to do it. Yeah, this mage deck, I may not have designed it very well in retrospect. Or even at the time I wasn't too convinced. Oh, another mage. So now we're going to get dominated by our own class. So we don't want the things which cost too much. We might want that arcane intellect though. So we'll just get rid of him. And we got a pyroblast. How many things do I have which cost absurdly high amounts? Because I'm starting to wonder if I made a mistake just on that account. Strange. Need to take a look at that mana curve again, I think. I think I made a critical error. So I think we'll go Knife Juggler first, if she doesn't put anything out. Just because then potentially if Knife Juggler survives, the Loot Hoarder can come out and we get a +1 damage. Sort of worth it. It's always good to have more cards than your opponent. Once again we've gone first, so that's a bit disadvantageous in my opinion. Oh, he's going for RNG. Oh, that's a bit unlucky for him. Bad luck. He might be okay though, this might not land on him. Yeah, he was okay. So what can we do? All we can do really is just attack. We can use the Loot Hoarder to kill the Bomber next turn. I think our ability is more useful to keep on the field, even though we haven't really got a creature to put down. I guess actually we could put down the River Crocolisk. Oh, he's got a stealth. I don't know, the random damage might hit an invisible one, a stealth one, even rather, sorry. Oh, he's going to go for the kill so he can hype up its strength. It's a good move. We can kill him though. Take 2 moves though. I have to sacrifice this card and throw a fireball. Which is pricey. Doesn't increase his health, his ability though. Which is helpful. We can put down the Crocolisk to defend us for now. So this guy, we can't target him with our hero ability because he's in stealth, which basically makes him immune until he attacks. Oh, he's got his own water elemental, pretty strong. Now we could polymorph that, but we might want to save it for later. So what's the best way of handling this? We can kill the Worgen just with a normal fireball. That might well be worth it. This guy does 3, but that's not too much of a threat. So we can put down our Jungle Panther, kill the Worgen, put down the Jungle Panther so we have a stealth on now. I think we could just ignore him and go for the Mage. Might be an error. He could freeze us and hit us with an Ice Bolt or something like that. But I just want to see if he has anything bigger which we might want to polymorph. he has his own knife juggler. That could be annoying. Or he's going to target us with something. Can't hit a stealth one, can he? Oh, he's silenced. He silenced a guy who is silenced anyway. That's an odd choice. Okay. So we can kill the ice one just with our stealth one, and then we could put out our Stranglethorn Tiger just to intimidate him, or we could just kill the Iron Beak Owl with one fireball. Yeah, I think we'll go for the fireball. Bit of card efficiency where possible. And then we could put down the Gnomish Inventor to draw another card. And he can probably kill the Knife Juggler next turn if we're lucky. Oh, we got Pointless Man. The Pointless Mage, or girl, or man. It's hard to tell. Could be a girly man. Oh, he's got a charge. That's annoying. It's going to do a lot of damage to me. Ouch. Ouch. He's going straight for the kill probably. And I do have no taunt essentially. So that might work for him. I need to kill that guy basically. No alternative. And then our options are... We have 7. We put down a 4 and a 3. Or we can play a 5 and a 2. I think we'll have to go for the 4 and the 3 at the moment. Just so we have a bit more out on the board. Could have used his ability a bit better, but I just wanted to have something out. To draw some fire, hopefully from me. I mean, if he has a Pyroblast and a couple of fireballs, I'm dead. Which he might well have, because mages often have those cards. Well, 1 damage to each, so we can kill one of them now. Yeah, I didn't get many AoE abilities, did I? That was a bit of an error. How many was I offered? I can't even remember. Oh, actually, I do have. I lie. I have 2 flame strikes, don't I? So, oh, that was a bit lucky. All minions cost 2 more, including my minions. Oh, that's just lame. So I can put down my Stranglethorn. Then I only have 2 mana left. It's not ideal. It's wearing me down. We don't really want to kill it this turn anyway, because at the moment it also makes his minions cost 1 more. We've got 1 taunt left. So I may be dead anyway. Because he cast fireballs past the taunt. I need to stop him from doing much more damage, or he can just kill me. I returned it to his hand. He's going to put it back out again. Keep me down and out. Ah, and a water elemental as well. That's pretty annoying. I have a flame strike. Could help. What's my best option here? I sort of need to tempt out that flame strike, don't I? So to do that, maybe Polymorph and Iron Fur Grizzly. Grizzly will hopefully defend my beast. And then we can deal 5 damage directly to him. A fireball on his sheep. He might have me. He might have me here. All he needs is a couple of fireballs. All Genesis needs is a couple of fireballs. Oh, he's got his own flame strike. That was pretty good. Well played. I could freeze his minion and draw some cards. It's probably worth it. Yeah, let's do that. Just so we have some cards to pick from. He can't move this turn because he's frozen. We'll see what he comes up with. Ooh, he's got a Taunt Divine Shield, which is pretty annoying. And the Mana Wraith. Fantastic. And he's going to Fire Blast me to the face because he knows he can kill me if he just does a tiny bit more damage. So what can we do here? I can cast one fireball at that guy to get rid of his divine shield, I suppose. Guess I need a flame strike. It's not going to kill that guy though, so I think he's got me. I can freeze one. That won't reduce the damage as much as the flame strike will, so I think we have to go with the flame strike. That's all we can do. We're dead. GG. We fought that one a bit better. It was a slight improvement. Oh god, all he needs is one pyroblast now and we're dead. Completely and utterly dead. I guess we'll toss fireball. We could freeze him. I guess toss your fireball's more efficient. Then we need to put down a taunt, I think, to save us, potentially. Then what will do the most damage? He'll do 3, but this guy will do 4. This guy will do 5 though. I put down the 4 and kill the other guy. That might be good. Let's do the 4, kill the other guy. We just have to hope he doesn't draw a pyroblast or he's won. Uh-oh. +1 damage. Maybe just a fireball. You're in so much trouble. Oh my god. Could take a copy of his Drake. What can we do? We can freeze the Drake. I guess we should freeze the Drake. I have to kill the taunt, unfortunately. Maybe bash him. And fireball him. Put down another taunt to try and defend myself. Put down the one which makes spells cost less. And maybe freeze him. We're running out of time here. All he needs is a pyroblast and we've lost. Ouch. Ouch. Wow, that was pretty good. Pretty well played. Maybe we can kill him. Yeah, I think we have to go with the kill on that. Yeti, Dragonling. We have no taunt now, so if he has one charge or a fireball, we're stuffed. Completely stuffed. If we survive, we can just kill him. Oh, not quite. Just saved himself with that. And what we got was a fairy dragon. So we can do 6, 7, and that's it. He won't. He'll survive, unfortunately. Ah dear. I guess we have to kill these guys. Because my health is just so low. We can choose our own minion, hopefully. Yeah, we can. Well, if he draws a pyroblast now, we're also dead. We're just grinding our way through. I was hoping we'd be able to get a win, but oh, he has a secret as well. What a jerk. What an absolute jerk. Looks like I'm going to run out of cards first as well. Yeah. When you run out of cards, your life starts going down. Which is fairly bad. We'll attack with the weakest one first, in case it's some sort of super defensive spell. Ooh. It's probably the one which saves him when he's about to die. Let's cast Pyroblast just in case. Oh no, we got him. We got him. I thought it was going to be the thing which saves him, but I guess he was bluffing. So we got 1 win. 1 loss, 1 win. I don't think I generally only get like 4 or 5 wins, I think, in the arena. So you know, don't expect miracles. Not bad. Take a break there, I guess. Absolutely ineffective for us. Which leaves us with a choice between a 0-4 taunt or a 2-2 taunt. Both of these are rubbish. But I guess one which actually does some damage is probably better than nothing. Okay, Direwolf Alpha's alright. Silverhand Knight. Might as well get some taunt, we can hide behind it and hopefully cast our spells from behind its defense. This is our mana curve, we sort of want it to go up and then down, sort of a Gaussian shape. Maybe a bit more of a trailing off. So, Frost Elemental, 6 for 5/5, that's rubbish. Ironforge Rifleman, Battlecry deals 1 damage, sometimes this can be okay, but I think the Flesh Eating Ghoul is better, we'll probably lose a lot of minions. Okay, restores 3, let's go for this mage, keep it interesting. Because you get cards which you don't actually have, and don't actually have a Kirin Tor Mage, whereas I do have the other one. So we've got Silverhand Knight, Stormpike Commander, and Chillwind Yeti. I think all of these are fairly good medium-sized things, but I think most people think the Chillwind Yeti is more efficient, so we'll go with him. Okay, Loot Horde is pretty good for drawing a card. Frostwolf Warlord, he's okay if we had lots of guys. So a 2 which lets us draw 1 card, or a 3 which lets us draw 2 cards. I think we're going to go with the Loot Hoarder for now, because I think that'll be quite common. Okay, we have no weapon as a mage. Some characters have weapons, but we won't have any, so Spiteful Smith will be absence cards, and I think generally having Pyroblast is an essential for a mage. Then we've got Water Elemental, which is decent. Nightblade, which isn't quite so good. Generally damage to a hero isn't considered the best. Mirror Entity can be quite a handy trap, sort of late game, but maybe we'll just go for a creature for now. Okay, so we don't know if we're going to have many secrets, so I don't know if this person's going to be much good. Though 4-3 for 3 doesn't seem bad, I guess. Give another minion +1 attack, that might be useful. It's quite cheap. A side attack does 2 damage to random enemy. This might be good if we had something to defend it, but I don't think we will. So, health 3 for 3/3, not that fantastic. 1/1 creatures are just generally pointless, so we'll finally get the drawing. Always need some card draw. Okay, so now we've got a Mana Addict. Whenever you cast a spell, gain +2 attack this turn. That's alright actually. Or we could summon a 1/1 apprentice each time we cast a spell. Hopefully we'll be casting lots of spells, so this might be good just to keep our creature count up. But we haven't got many low cost creatures yet, so it's hard to say for sure. 5 defense is pretty decent though. We can give it a go. And these cards I'm not really familiar with, I don't know how well this is going to go. So I think the Stranglethorn Tiger and the Gnomish Inventor are both reasonably good. He does a fair amount of damage, but this one will let us draw another card. I think we'll go for the drawing a card at the moment. Okay. Other minis. So here we are in the strategy card game Hearthstone, which is currently in open beta. It's a game by Blizzard, and you can get it if you just download Battle.net. You can download Hearthstone and have a go, so everyone can play. It's a game sort of like Magic the Gathering, but a bit different. So yeah, I've played a little bit. I have a vague idea of how to play, and generally most people agree that the arena is the most interesting. So we'll have a quick go at the arena mode. I have a bit of gold. You have to earn this, which takes a long time. See, 150. I'm not very good, so I tend to lose a lot of money each time I go to the arena. We'll play Mage because I think it's generally the easiest to play. So your hero actually acts in this card game. So you get an action. In her case, fire a fireball, and you get your own class specific cards. So these are our high cost